Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic, as you guys can see, we're going to talk about how the empath must play dumb with the narcissist. The empath must play dumb with the narcissist. One thing I learned about being around narcissistic people is that you will not win the battle. And that's what the narcissist is so proud of, because they feel like they always win. They always get over on people. They always get away with stuff. It might not work with you. The con might not work with you, but it's going to work with someone. I'm going to make someone dumb because I feel like everyone is dumb and I'm better than everyone, or I'm smarter than everyone, or I know more than anyone. They feel like they are gods. Right? If you're dealing with a narcissist, man, he thinks he's God. He thinks, he thinks he has so much value to him. He's comparing himself to you as a woman. But God is in everyone. God is in every person. God is everything. God is everything. God is everything. So how can you be God, the man, and look down upon the opposite sex? Or how could you be a woman and think you have all the value and the man has no value when God is everything? Think about that. So you're dealing with someone who thinks people are dumb, and that's why they have the right to do what they're doing, because when they're doing these things to people, they're looking at it like it's okay if you take a loss. Who cares? Who cares if I'm around you wasting your time? Who cares if I'm exploiting you? Who cares? Like, they look at you like you're not a real person. Like, the things that they're doing, they look at it like it's not affecting you. It's not really impacting your life. And when they're clearly seeing that it's impacting your life, right? So the excuse is, oh, it's not going to hurt you. Oh, you're rich. It's not going to hurt you if I take this from you. It's not going to, oh, you own this company. It's not going to hurt you. Who cares? That's the mentality, right? So when I was little, I was told don't even steal a flower from your neighbor's bush. Don't even steal a fruit from your neighbor's tree, right? But you have to play dumb with them, because you're dealing with someone that they have no empathy. They want what they want. They don't care. They're animals. It's like this dude who came into my property, and he started picking oranges. And when I went outside, I was like, please never do that again. Don't ever come into my property again. He's like, is it okay if I get some oranges? While I caught him picking them, I'm like, don't ever come in my property again. And you know what he said to me? He said, I'll be back. And he walked off and gave me that narcissistic smirk. And then I said to myself, you can't tell these people what they're doing. Even when you're in a relationship with them, you can't tell them, you can't expose that what they're doing is wrong, because they already know it's wrong, but they don't care. And I think that's the thing that people don't understand. They're not dumb. They're not oblivious. They play dumb. They'll lie to the end. They understand how you feel. They understand what they're doing to you, but in the back of their head, they're throwing it to the back of their head. Oh, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I did this to you, but life goes on. You can't stay stuck on me exploiting you. You can't stay stuck if I ran off with the inheritance and everything that you worked hard for. You can't. Life, they look at it like, hey, life goes on, you're not dead. You have to think about it. A lot of times when narcissists are doing things to you, they don't want to. It's like a thief. The thief wants to steal. He don't really want to kill you. He just want to steal. And they're like, oh, you got to play dumb. Don't defend yourself. Don't even try to stop me, or now I'm going to hurt you. I didn't come in here with the intentions to hurt you. But if you want to be a superhero, then you're not going to win, because I'm in this to the end. I'm here to get rich or die trying. And they ain't even getting rich. The mentality is just, I'm not going to stop. You're not going to. The narcissist must always win. So to them, it's, I don't want to do this to you, but I have to win. So if you're going to fight back, then I'm going to win, because I already know I'm going to take it to another level. And if you take it to another level with me, right? This is why when the empath can't finally take it, it becomes dangerous, because now you're going back and forth with them. And now they're like, okay, I'm going to hurt you more. Plus, I know you care about me, because I manipulated you to believe that this was real. And I don't have no feelings, no emotions towards you. I don't empathize with you or what I did to you, or I feel like you deserved it. I feel like you did things that I didn't like, or I don't like you as a person. I don't like you as a person, and I feel like you deserved what I did to you, because I don't like you as a person. And you'll think, well, why would this person be around me? Why were they playing dumb around me? Because they were playing dumb. They were playing dumb. So now you know all narcissists play dumb. So now you know you have to play dumb with the narcissist. It doesn't mean play dumb and keep on being around these people, because guess what? Don't you notice that when you start waking up just a little bit, the narcissist is upset? And then you go back to playing dumb, or you feel like when you're dumbing yourself down, don't you feel like that's when the narcissist likes you, and you're like in and out of consciousness, because you're like, I feel dumb. I feel like we're not growing. I feel like this is lame. And then once you start feeling like that, you know what happens? The narcissist gaslights you. They're saying, this is dumb. This is lame. They are very aware of your energy. So anything that you feel, they're going to feel. And what will be the crazy making is that you'll feel like, wait, I'm the one that's being hurt. And the narcissist will shed tears and say, no, I'm the one that's being hurt. And you're almost like, how can people do stuff to people and then act like you did something to them? And then they always get away, and somehow you end up having to pay. And that's because you weren't playing dumb with the narcissist. You got emotional. You got into your feelings. The narcissist doesn't have those. They have them, but they don't have them when they're dealing with other people. They only have them for themselves. That's why they can say, oh, I'm the victim. Oh, I couldn't be a good person because of the last person I was with. So it took this new person to make me a better person. But you were supposed to be a better person for yourself. So it doesn't really make sense. So what's crazy is that they'll go to someone else, treat someone else better, and then guess what? That person plays them. That person plays them. And you're looking at them like, I thought, you were supposed to be better because this person made you better. But if this person plays you, you're thinking, the next person I get with, I'm going to fuck over. Oh, I'm going to go back to my ex and I'm going to play them. I'm going to go exploit them. And they come to you playing dumb right after, and they're like, That didn't happen. I left because of this. I was having family problems. Someone died in my family. My children. Oh, I started going to church. I'm changing my life. Oh, I had a bad childhood and no one taught me these things, right? And they'll sound like you. They'll sound like an empath. That's why a lot of times empaths have to play dumb, because you sit here and you talk to people and you're like, man, this person's just like me. They think just like me. We can have conversations that I typically can't probably have with certain people because our mindsets are completely different. And the whole time you're talking to a narcissist and you don't even know it, because you opened up yourself so much, because maybe one conversation led to another, and now you're so deep into having different conversations, the narcissist feels like you trust them. They feel like you've put your guard down, and the whole time they're thinking, you don't know I'm a narcissist. You don't know I don't really give a damn what you're talking about. You don't know that I don't even believe in all these things we're talking about. You don't know that all these things this is just conversation. A lot of times they're playing dumb. A lot of times they're not even listening to what you're saying. A lot of times they're even talking to you or trying to be friends with you to attract other friendships or other supplies, or they want other people in the room to see them as being confident. Everything is manipulation with them. They're always playing dumb. So a lot of times the empath gives their cards out, too easily. You start telling you show people, who you are, and it's cool to be respectful and things like that. But when you're too social, the narcissist doesn't respect that. See, the narcissist, they feel like they could be social. They could be in the spotlight. Especially if they have supply around them, it gives them even more confidence. But if it's the other way around, the narcissist, they're going to want to destroy you. They're like, you're supposed to be playing dumb. I'm supposed to be the life of the party. When you're in a relationship with them, they're like, the only reason people pay attention to you is because of me. I'm the reason that people pay attention to you. I'm the reason why men want to be with you, because they see you with me. And you're looking at the narcissist like, well, the only reason women want you is because you're with me too. What's your point? They always think they're better than you. When people are talking to you in this manner, or they're giving you hints, or they feel like other women are always checking them out, or even the same sex, they're like, oh, I think she's a lesbian. Oh, I think that dude's gay. When someone is that into themselves, you have to be careful. You have to play dumb. And you really have to flee the scene, because this person hasn't even revealed themselves completely to you and what type of monster is underneath. So the narcissists, they want to slow your mental development. And I say this because I feel like the narcissist kept me in a box, right? Even with like social media, it was like, oh, they always had so many bad things to even say about social media, or what people do on social media, or how people cheat on each other. And, they're very aware of what's going on. And it's because they're the ones playing, and they want to make sure you're not playing those games with them. So they're playing dumb with you. So a lot of times I didn't know what was going on in the virtual reality. I feel like I was, it's not that I'm not computer savvy or anything like that. It just does not interest me. And I think looking at everything, it kind of brings a little bit of pressure, or or just seeing certain things, and I realized, a lot of the times where I was drawing back from what was happening was because it was bringing me peace, but I also think the narcissist had a lot to do with it, because to them it was like, she's not really online. She's not, making fake profiles and trying to see what I'm up to and doing stuff. Because you don't know that the narcissists, they're a whole catfish. They're out here selling dreams. They're over here posting pictures, trying to make you think that they're living this type of reality or this type of life that sometimes they can't even afford. They do things to attract supply, and while doing these things, they do things to isolate you from the world, from society. And I think also the isolation with, let's just say you might have not known that in the workforce there's narcissists that are sleeping with employees or doing all type of things, right? And then the narcissist, they might see that you might get a promotion or something, and they might assume, hey, you're sleeping with your boss, you're doing this, you're doing that. A lot of times you weren't aware that those are the type of games that people play at the job place. So you would tell the narcissist, sleeping with my boss? What are you talking about? Like, you sound crazy, right? Like, you didn't know that narcissists were sexual predators. You didn't know that the men and women are promiscuous. You didn't know none of these things, right? You knew that there was something there, but you didn't know that these people do it on a regular. They'll meet a random person and sleep with them, and they don't care. You don't know that they'll go and do something and then go home to their husband or go home to their wife. You didn't know that people like this, with no emotion, going out on dates with people, knowing they're both in a relationship. You didn't know the games that were played. So a lot of times when the narcissist was telling you things and you were getting dramatic, oh, what are you talking about? You didn't know that that was fueling the narcissist, because they were playing dumb with you. They were trying to make sure that you weren't doing the things that they're doing. And while doing so, they were slowing down your mental development, meaning that the world looks smaller than the world. They kept you in a bubble where the world was small and you only knew certain things. You might have not known, hey, there's narcissists out here. They got children. They out here don't want to pay child support, especially when you're young. You might see that they co-parent, but you don't know the story behind who the narcissist is, the many lives and lies that they have lived, the many people they've destroyed. You didn't know that type of stuff comes with baggage, and now you have to take over that baggage, right? The narcissists played dumb. They made their life look like a breeze. They made it look like, stuff happens, people move on, start a new life, new relationship. Like, they play dumb with you, and then later on you say to yourself, damn, why did I take care of somebody else's kids? Damn, why did I get involved with someone that already had children? Damn, I wish, I know not everyone is like that, but why did I even put myself in that position? And you realize that the narcissist, they already knew they were wasting your time. They already knew they didn't even have value. They already knew you still had a chance. They already knew that you could have moved on with your life and found someone and did your thing. A lot of times they'll bring that awareness to you in many ways. I remember a time where the narcissist was like, oh, like someone else would have appreciated this better. Like this is not like, I've had people do more for me, or I've had better, I've had people in my past take me to nicer restaurants, and oh, you want to go back and forth with what I've done for you and what you've done for me. I don't like playing those tit for tabs. When you do stuff for one another, you should just do stuff for one another. Guess what? They're playing dumb with you. You should always take account what transactions you're doing with people. You should always make sure you're not giving more. And you know what's crazy? Because I had a friend that we used to go out, and then I'm like, oh, she's the Jezebel spirit, right? And I kind of stayed around a little bit because I kind of wanted to study the Jezebel spirit, because I know a lot of men deal with the Jezebel spirit, but I understand the Jezebel spirit, because when the narcissist and me split, I went into a phase where I was revengeful. I was angry. I was like, screw everyone. So I knew everything the Jezebel feels, the loneliness, the need to just want to have someone around. But I also knew that I had too much empathy to go out and exploit men and people and not appreciate stuff. I knew, hey, this isn't me. I'm just really pissed off, right? So when I started to see this behavior in my friend, right, I'm like, oh, she thinks I owe her something and I don't owe her nothing. You know what I'm saying? She started to ask me for too many favors. She's hitting me up. Oh, it's always something happening. Hey, sis, I'm doing really bad. Something just happened. Can you cash out me $50 real quick? I'm like, no problem. 2 weeks later, a month later, hey, some come up. I'm like, wait, nah, girl. Last time was cool. Now you trying to make it a frequent thing. And then you watch those videos where women are like telling men, right? Like, oh, to lie to the man and tell the man that you need money for your bill, but instead you need your hair and nails done. You know, the lies and shit. She tried to pull one of those on me, and I'm a whole female, and I'm like, I already knew she's the Jezebel spirit, but I'm studying her, and I'm like, oh, okay. And at the time, right, she invited me out for dinner. She's like, oh, I'm going to pay when we were getting ready to pay, right? If you guys have ever went to Benihana's, she embarrassed me. She was like, oh, the bill is too high. I'm not paying for all this. She started getting mad at she's like, oh, I'm going to speak to a manager. Oh, the service was bad, this, that. She had this like arrogance, right? She's a very pretty girl, but this like she's done this before, right? I remember the narcissist told me, he said, because sometimes when we would go out to eat and they would take so long, and I would tell him, I'm like, well, you have to be considerate, like, it's busy, like, chill. But he had this like, do you know who I am? I need to be treated with the best service. And he's like, I like girls who are gonna speak up. And I'm like, I'll speak up when it's the right time. Like, it's clearly busy. It's a weekend. Like, it's different on the weekend. You have to chill a little bit, It's okay to complain, but I'm not gonna get crazy on somebody. But I told him, right? Because I was hanging around this friend. I said to him, I said, you want me to be, I didn't know at the time, I didn't know about the terminology, the Jezebel spirit, but I knew, like, hey, certain females, they're completely different from me. Like, there's something else there, like, it's diabolical, just like the narcissist, right? And I said to the narcissist, I said, you want me to be one of those weird bitches that got an attitude and like weird and got them weird faces and looking dumb? You want me to be like, that's not me. That's not me. Like, I'm nice, I'm friendly, like, that's not my personality. And you know, eventually I also realized that being an extrovert, I couldn't be an extrovert all the time, because a lot of narcissists actually prey on that. They're like, oh, you're dumb, you're all out in the open like that. It's like, you can't, they hate when you speak your mind, when you have confidence. They come around like snakes, and it's usually a narcissist man. You have to be careful as a woman when you have confidence, because it's a narcissist man that's going to want to come around and like shut you down, or say something to you, or come off kind of disrespectful. And it's like, they want you to earn being yourself around them, almost, and I don't like those type of people, because I'm like, you're messing up the vibe. So I said to him, I said, I feel like you want me to be one of those weird bitches, like, excuse my language, but that's exactly how I said it. And he's like, I guess so. And I always felt, right, like, he doesn't want me. He wants the Jezebel spirit. He hates everything about me. He hates my empathy. He hates that shit. And it's crazy, because there was times where I almost felt like I lost my empathy because of the pain, where I just wanted to be left alone from this person. And when I would feel like, screw you type of thing, like, I don't care, I'm gonna keep living my life, and okay, now I'm going out, I'm going on a date, we ain't been talking, you left for freaking weeks, months now, like, when narcissist discards you, it goes from a couple days, now a couple weeks, now they could do a couple months, and they can come back like nothing and play dumb on you. And all the times the narcissist played dumb with you. Dumb as hell. And the moment you're like, oh, I don't want nothing, okay, whatever, bye. You're mean, you don't care, and you can move on. You feel like guess what? The narcissist comes running like a dog. Running like a dog, like a thirsty dog. Because they feel like, oh, you're going to be able to treat me like the Jezebel spirit treats me, like I ain't shit. This is the crazy part about narcissists, right? That's why you got to be careful who you listen to. Because a lot of these men that be preaching to you women, why they preaching to you women? They should be preaching to the men. They should be talking about their value as men, and talk about the different types of women and what has value. Because a lot of the narcissist men, right, just like when they'll talk about you to the next supply. If they have a homegirl, they'll go talk to the next supply, and they'll tell the next supply and play dumb and say, oh, my girl, she's this, she's trash, she don't clean up, she's this, she don't cook. And the new supply, they know the narcissist is lying, and they're like, oh, I know how to cook, I know how to do this, oh, I would never do this. They know the narcissist is full of crap. They're playing dumb. The narcissist is aware that they know that they're playing dumb. That's how they find their perfect match. They know that they're very alike, like one another. But they don't trust one another, and they go out and play other people, and then they come back together. And sometimes they lose the Jezebel spirit, because they didn't want the Jezebel spirit to have so much power over them. So sometimes they end up losing the Jezebel spirit, usually because of money. The Jezebel spirit finds someone else with money, she's going to dip out. They're competing with one another, still trying to find a better supply. And the narcissist is like, I hate women. I hate the Jezebel spirit. And they'll sit here and be very hurt and talk about the Jezebel spirit in videos. And you don't know that they fucked over a whole bunch of women. You don't know that the last woman that they were with, they were triangulating with the Jezebel spirit. You don't know that the narcissist is sitting here sad, preaching, trying to get empathy from you. But they only care about themselves when it happens to them. They're very, very aware of the pain they cause to others, but they don't care because it's not them. They only care about themselves. So you have to play dumb, because you have to think about it. All the times you took back the narcissist. All the times you took back the narcissist. All the times they discarded you, hoovered you. Somebody was discarding and hoovering them. And in the end, they chose that person. And then when they get played, they come back to you. Or when they know they can't come back to you, they play dumb and go into hiding and act like they didn't do anything. Act like you didn't even exist. They tell themselves that everything they did to you, doesn't matter. They lie to themselves and they say, oh, that person, they're probably doing good, or they probably got their life together. And then when they don't see, you haven't been posting or anything, they're like, oh, they're probably doing good, and they just don't want me to know what they're up to. They don't even realize, even they do know the damage they've caused, but they always assume that people are going to come back from that. And then when they hear, oh, my ex got cancer and died, and they hear stuff like that, they know that they're responsible for it, but they won't say that to anybody. They'll play dumb. You know how dumb they'll play? They'll play so dumb that when their ex passes away, they'll tell the next supply, my ex passed away from cancer, and that's why I'm single. And guess what? They were the cause of it, and they know it. And they're playing dumb. You can't trust a word coming from this person. When they're chasing after somebody and they're trying to prove their loyalty to that person, they're playing dumb with them. They're trying to erase their past, and they're playing dumb like they're a new person, like they're this new character. They're playing dumb with themselves. That's why you got to play dumb with the narcissist, because they're playing dumb with themselves. Sometimes they're so dumb that you're just like, this person's dumb. Sometimes they're so dumb that they're exposing themselves, and you're like, damn, this motherfucker's so dumb. Just like exposing their motives, or asking the wrong questions. Like, I'm dumb and don't know why you asked me that question. You asked me that question for a reason. You asked me that question because you're trying to interrogate me. You asked me that question because you're looking to get something. You're saying certain things because you want me to trust you. You're trying to make me feel, you're trying to force me to feel comfortable around you when I don't owe you nothing. You got to play dumb. They'll sit here, oh, you believe in God, you know, they want to know, they want to get close to you. You know, oh, you got kids. They trying to relate to you, and they're a narcissist. It don't matter if they got kids or not. They're a narcissist. They're trying to, oh, we should have a play date. Next to you know, they got their kids stealing your kids' stuff, and they're playing dumb like, oh, my kid didn't steal nothing, knowing damn well their kid stole some, and they're not going to say nothing to you. These narcissists, they're disgusting. There ain't nothing a narcissist won't do. They're like disgusting people. You got to play dumb with them. And guess what? There's only so much you can do to play dumb, because at some point they're even going to know you're playing dumb. And guess what? When they realize that you're playing dumb, they're going to flee away from you. They're not going to want to stick around because they know you're playing dumb. Because, see, the thing is, they already think you're dumb. So if you play dumb, you're always going to be one step ahead, because they're always going to throw red flags because they're the dumb ones. But you got to learn how to control your emotions. You got to learn how to pull yourself out of situations. You got to control how you talk to these people, how you react. Because one thing the narcissist always taught me is that you're never going to win a battle with them. The narcissist told me, he said, you're not going to win. When we had an argument, he said, you're not going to win. There's no winning with me. You're not going to win. And then when the narcissist discarded me, he said, I won, haha. Oh, I got a new girl, haha. Sent me nude pictures of her laying in the same bed that we laid in. Haha. I won. That's what he said. He said, I won. I told you you're not going to win with me. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care that I hurt you. I don't care that you feel used. I don't care that I lied and made false promises. I don't care. Move on. I'm not even thinking about you no more. And you're just dumbfounded. And then when shit don't go their way, they're not even embarrassed to come back because they know you still care. And if you still care, you're dumb. It's when you don't care that they know you're not dumb. You know that this person is no good. They're trash. And the more you live and learn and grow, and you deal with narcissistic people on a daily basis, because you can't avoid them. They're like vampires, soul-sucking vampires, sucking life out of you every chance they get. And if you've been around narcissists, you deal with these people at work, they come fucking with you. They come trying to get you fired over a fucking cheeseburger. They come trying to get you fired over a free ride. They come trying to fuck with you because they're trying to do some sneaky stuff or trying to do something, or they're just jealous. They just jealous, period. Or they're taking out what someone else did to them on you. And if you say something, even if you're in the right, what do? They get mad. This person could be stealing. Hey, you can't come in here no more. Because all you do is steal, motherfucker. Just leave. Just stop coming here. What is the narcissist going to do? They're going to destroy your shit. They're going to destroy your property. They're going to come back the next day and they're going to say, oh, that was yesterday. It's a new day, bitch. Demon time. What do you mean? I'ma play dumb. Oh, that was yesterday. I'm playing dumb. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even know what the hell. That wasn't even me. You can have video footage of the narcissist doing something. That wasn't even me. That's how dumb they'll play with you. They'll steal something and be having it in their pocket and you can see it. In their back pocket, their shirt is up, the shit's sticking out of their pocket. They thought they was slick. Give me what's in your pocket. That's not from here. That's from somewhere else. Come on, man. Just give me the shit. No. That's from somewhere else. You're not going to win. Okay, well, just get out of here. No, don't tell me to get out of here. You're not going to win. I'm not going to get out because you told me to get out. Throwing a whole tantrum. Okay, cool. Just take the shit that you got and go. No, you're not going to win. Before I walk out, I'm going to throw all this shit on the floor. You're not going to win. And then on top of that, I'm going to call corporate because I already know your name. Because I asked other employees, what was your name? I'm going to get you out of here. And guess what? They're the ones who stole. They're the ones. You probably didn't even argue with the person. You just said, please, you people complaining about you got to go or something. They're going to say, I'm going to call corporate. You're not going to win because you said something to me. You shouldn't have said nothing to me. You should have just act like I'm invisible. That's why in certain occasions, right, you got to play dumb. The narcissist steals something, right? Let them steal it. You don't run after them. Don't go chasing them out the store. You be seeing people chasing people and shit. Don't do that. You got to play dumb. Because guess what? You're not going to win. You go out there, the narcissist hit you, you hit them, y'all both going to jail for assault. And the narcissist, they're not going to care because they probably didn't even have a job and they was hating on you to begin with. And now you're going to be on the same boat as them and you're going to be like, oh, they ruined my life. I wish I would have went back to that day and played dumb and just acted like I didn't see shit because the company didn't even care about me. They fired me. And I was the top flight best employee, always showed up on time, never missed a day. You have to play dumb. You have to play dumb. You're not going to win. You are not going to win. You have to play dumb. But you know what happens too? Playing dumb saves me a lot of times, because even when it hurts, even when a narcissist will sit there and talk about you in front of you and they think you're not listening, or they got their friend with them, so they think, oh, I'm with my friend, so this make me feel confident to say something about you because I'm with my friend and you're alone, so you're probably they feel like because it's two of them, you're probably scared of saying something because there's more than one person, so they feel bold. But they don't know that the empath is like, I don't need nobody next to me to be bold. I'm gonna say what the hell I want to say when I want to say it. I don't care. You think I'm scared because I'm sitting here at this restaurant eating by myself? I came here because I wanted to eat here. You think, oh, this person by themselves, I'm scared. Oh, they scared, so I can sit here with my friend and be laughing and say stuff that so they can know what we talking about. And guess what? You say something to them. Hey, bitch, I'm right here. Hey, bitch, you know I got eyes and I got ears, right? What did you call me? What did she say? I remember someone said to me, a narcissist, right? They said something about me. I didn't even say nothing disrespectful to them, right? They thought that they were in a position of power so they could say stuff about me in front of me, right? And I said, because I didn't give a damn. So I said to them, instead of playing dumb, sometimes you feel like you can't play dumb, right? And I said to them, I said, what did you say? That's how I said it. I said, what did you say? I didn't even say nothing disrespectful to them. All I said, what did you say? Like, repeat that shit again, bitch. Because I'm awake. I'm not one of these people sleepwalking. So I said, what did you say? And you know what she said to me? She goes, she talks back. So you looked at me, you took one look at me and you thought, oh, look at this chick. She looks nice. She ain't gonna say nothing. And as soon as she heard my voice, she like, the voice don't match. That voice talk. That voice got thoughts and opinions behind it. That voice got its own mind. That voice ain't copy. It's not a copycat. That voice is real. Soon as I said, what did you say? Her eyes lit up. She said, oh, she talks back. And then she made, then she tried to make, a little complaint or whatever. I didn't care. I didn't say nothing. All I said was, what did you say? Because I'm right here. I'm not invisible. Who the hell do you think you are? Matter of fact, because some of these narcissists, they think they could talk to you any kind of way because of what they assume about you. They assume shit. You could be in a better position than them. You could go and pick up an extra job at McDonald's and they don't know, bitch, you own a house. You got way more shit than them. They're sitting here talking to you stupid. They talking to you dumb. But guess what? They'll knock you off your position just because they're jealous of you. So you're not going to win. So yeah, one thing I learned was when I had that little smart remark and I said, what did you say? Or, I had I've had people where they throw money at me and then they expect me to hand the money over and I don't hand it over. I place it on the damn table. Here you go, bitch. You threw it at me. I'm not going to throw it at you. I should throw it at your ass. You threw it at me. Literally. You ain't ever had nobody just throw shit at you and you're like, what the hell is this person's problem? Like, you just go around throwing shit at people, or you just feel comfortable to throw shit at me right now because you know I can't lose this job. I didn't even throw the shit back. I smiled. I said, here you go. Put it on the table. Gently. Not even slam it. Gently. The hand was out, though. The hand was out. But bitch, I don't want to even touch you. Get close to your hand here, bitch. Bad energy. And you know what? The motherfucker spazzed out on me. You this, you that, you fucking bitch. You're a bitch. You didn't like me the moment you saw me because you thought I was a bitch. I'm not a bitch, but you assumed I'm a bitch. But now I'm acting like a bitch because I already knew that's what you assumed about me, because you're insecure about yourself. You're insecure about yourself. I felt your energy a mile away. You were insecure. You were jealous. You were hateful. You felt like I didn't deserve shit. You're mad about yourself. You're competing with me and you still can't compete. So you decide, oh, I'm going to slam this shit and show you that you're the peasant. Because I made you feel like a peasant because of my energy. My energy intimidated you. You know why? Because my energy was polite and you're not used to that. My energy was polite and you looked at it like arrogance. Like, oh, you trying to act like you're such a nice girl. I know that's not really who you are. I'm going to antagonize you. You know, and you know why I know that? Because the moment I snap on a motherfucker, you know what they say? One time I snapped on somebody. Not like snap, but you know what I'm saying? Like I checked them, right? And you know what they said to me? Because I'm always calm. I'm always very chill, very laid back. Everybody always tells me, they're like, you're so chill. Like, because my breathing is slow. I'm not out of breath, breathing crazy. You're not going to get anxiety from me. You're not going to feel like negative energy. You're going to feel comfortable. You're going to feel like, oh, this person's relaxed. I can relax. This person I don't feel judged. I feel like they're cool. They don't care. Right? And that intimidates certain narcissists because they're like, you're supposed to be anxious. You're supposed to be going through some type of trauma so I could fuck you over, you know? So this person kept testing me time and time again for no apparent reason. They're thinking that I'm playing a character, like, oh, she's playing this character, like she's this nice person, but I know she's not. But it's because you're the person that's not the nice person. I'm nice to everyone until you give me a reason to feel like I shouldn't be nice to you. So I'm treating this person with respect all the time. And every time they're like trying to get me to break out of who I am, they're like, oh, that's not you. You pretending. Hey, why you don't be talking as much? Always questioning my personality, always questioning me. They're like, oh, how come you don't say much? I said, I don't know. I guess I'm just private. Oh, you know, why are you always so serious? I don't know. I guess because I'm a serious person. Like, I don't know what to take. What do you want from me, motherfucker? Like, what do you want? Do you want to be my friend? Because you don't want to be my friend. So, I mean, what the hell do you want? Like, why are you so intrigued with who I am? What? They finally did something like where they crossed the line with me completely, right? They crossed the line. They touched me and they was just like acting like they were goofing around, right? And I took it serious because I'm like, don't play with me because we're not cool like that. Because since I met you, I've been showing you that I have boundaries, and you've been trying to break my boundaries, and you've seen that I haven't changed. Months have passed by, and my boundaries is still my boundaries. Like, I'm not gonna change. But you keep trying, and then finally you can't take it no more, so you cross my boundary completely. And I finally snapped on this person. I finally snapped on this person. And I was like, are you so miserable that you want to mess with me? You ain't got nothing better to do? You ain't got no job or something? Like, you ain't got a job or something? All you do is go around messing with people or something? Because I don't even know you. You a whole stranger to me. And you know what he said to me? He said, aha, I knew you had it in you. You not a nice girl like you act like you are. You one of them girls that pretend like you're a nice girl. But this person been antagonizing me the whole time, and then puts me in this category like you're fake. And I said, damn, you can't break out of who you are. You got to keep your boundaries, and you got to keep playing dumb with the narcissist because they want you to react. Because to them, it's like, if you react, that means you're just like me. Because that's what I do all the time when I don't get my way, when I try to con people, when I try to steal, when I try to get a free meal and fire someone, when I feel like I didn't get my way or the best service, I'm ready to fucking ruin people's lives and go home. And I think about, I'm going to get this person fired, and then not think about it no more. Like, they do stuff, but they don't think about the consequences. They even feel like you deserve the well, they're not giving good customer service, so fuck them. Let them lose their job. It's like, to me, if I don't like something, I'm just not gonna go back. But I'm not gonna take the time to like go and try to figure out shit and get that person fired. Like, I'm just not gonna go back. So to me, I always find it weird when I find people that do this, that I feel like that's just narcissism, because just don't go back. Oh no, they don't deserve it. That way they can learn their lesson on their next job, and that person might be one paycheck from losing everything. And they're like, well, if they're one paycheck from losing everything, then they need to deal with difficult people like me. Fuck them. You see how narcissists, they do stuff and then they play dumb and then they act like it didn't even happen, and then they put it behind like they don't even think about it. They're like, yeah, I just ruined that person's life, but who cares? I'm gonna keep playing dumb. And then guess what? When they get fired or shit happened to them, they're mad. They're going on a fucking killing spree and shit, trying to target everybody. It don't matter who you are, how you look. Their whole thing is, the moment I can get away with something or the moment I can get supply, I'm going to use it. Narcissists don't discriminate, but they'll use race and things like that to con their way out of shit or into shit, or throw somebody under the bus because they feel like they're going to be believed and that other person isn't. That's why you got to play dumb with them. These people come in and, they're trying to get a free meal, get ready to get you fired. Smile. Act like you actually are concerned. I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that. You know what a lot of people tell me? Because a lot of times I say I'm sorry, and people are like, stop saying that. Like, stop saying that. You're not a sorry person. I say that because I'm playing dumb. I say that because I like it when the narcissist is like, because they change up real quick when you're on their side. You got to play dumb. You ain't got to say sorry. It's all good. It's all good. They're trying to make your job difficult. They're trying to mess with you. You got to play dumb. You can't be annoyed and taking a deep breath. You know why you get annoyed and you take a deep breath? Because your anxiety goes up. You start shaking, your blood pressure go up and shit, because you know somebody intentionally messing with you and you're not doing nothing to them. But you got to play dumb. You got to act like you're not aware of what's happening either. You got to be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Let me go figure it out. It's just that we're busy right now, but I'm sorry. I'm going to get that right away with you. I'm going to get that right away. And if they're still giving you, they're usually going to keep giving you a difficult time because they want to get their way. They don't care if you're being nice. But you have to be nice until the end. You cannot show any signs of being irritated, even if you are, because you have to remind yourself that it ain't about them. It ain't about them. They're trying to make it about them and get to you. So you got to put yourself first. You got to understand that these people want energy. They want your energy bad. You can't react. You can't show them that you're irritated. You can't tell them the truth. You know they're doing something. You got proof and everything. You got to act like you don't know what's going on. And then go get someone higher than you. And then that person got to act dumb too. And got to figure out, how do we get this person the fuck out of here? Because they're not going to stop. If they don't get you, they're going to get the person on top. They're going to say, oh, well, the person on top was supposed to give me good customer service. Now they're mad at everybody. But guess what? They mad at everybody. Then you're in the clear, because everybody going to come together and they're going to say, no, that person had a problem with everybody. She was being nice. They was being nice. They was playing dumb. They was playing dumb. And they was still tripping. They look crazy. That's why you got to play dumb. And it's hard. And you know why it's hard? Because when you play dumb, the narcissist plays dumber with you. And then after, they play dumb for a very long time. So after 10, 15, 20 minutes of playing dumb with them, and they still want to keep playing dumb, you're like, damn, I'm starting to get tired. I feel like they keep repeating the same lie, and I keep telling them reality. They keep trying to bring me into this delusional world to get their way, and I keep telling them reality, proof, truth. I keep giving them the real. I keep giving them all the fucking clues of why I can't fall into their bullshit. With a smile on my face, with calmness, with no arrogance, with concern for them. You got to play dumb like you concerned for them. And they're still gonna, and guess what? And they're still gonna play dumb. You're like, damn, I'm playing dumb as hell. I'm acting like I'm concerned because this motherfucker I could tell they just want to argue. They keep repeating the same shit. I keep repeating myself. We're not getting nowhere. They want to win. Even though I'm playing dumb, they still want to win. At this point, you're like, this person just get the fuck away. You're going to get to the point where you're going to say, just get the fuck away from me. You're going to literally feel like, get the away from me. You got to still keep playing dumb, because if you start showing that get the F away from me, the closer they going to get to you. Now they're in your face. They're like zombies. Any sound you make, the smell, the touch, they want to eat you. They're like, what? They could feel that you're taking a deep breath. You're like, oh, I'm taking a deep breath because this motherfucker got to keep talking to you, and you keep saying the same shit. You want to argue. You want to get your way. I can't give you what you want just because you want it, and you trying to play me. You don't get to the point where you're like, this person got to get the F away from me. And guess what? They not going to want to. They're going to be in your face to the point where you're going to feel like you got to push them the hell away from you. Because guess what? It's either playing dumb and trying to get out of that situation, or reacting and escalating the situation, because you're not going to win. And at least when you play dumb, if it gets to that point where you can't get away from them, you slowly walk away, call 911 on their ass, because these are the type of people, don't tell them you won't call 911. Just call them, because these are the type of people, you can't tell them what you're going to do. You got to play dumb. You got to play dumb. You got to go push the red button on their ass. You do not have no loyalty to these people. They are nobody. They are people trying to destroy you, kill you, bring you down, and you don't even know these people. And the people closest to you, they really ain't nothing. They are trash. And the people closest to you, They are trash. The people who have gotten in to take energy from you are no different from those strangers. They're all the same. The narcissist, you got to be up and close and personal and see how they don't have empathy. And then when you go out in the world and you see people trying to fuck with you and bring you down, they're no different from the people closest to you. They are all the same. And once you understand that they're all the same and you got to know the core of evil that they're on, you'll understand why these people do this shit every day. Because that's really who they are. There's no changing them. You know, they want to slow down your development, make you dumb you down. Then you start waking up and then you realize you're behind, or you feel like you realize, oh, you know, the time is running. The time flew, and they tried to slow your development, and they kept you stuck. Some of these narcissists, they dumb you down so much and play dumb with you so much that you're not mentally growing, you're not developing, and then by the time you turn around, the narcissist, they'll make fun of you, they'll laugh, oh, you wasted this time, oh, you know, they feel like when they see that you're maturing, they're almost looking at it like, you should have been known these things, so you're dumb. You should have been knowing them. But I slowed down. I was playing dumb with you to slow down your intelligence so that I could keep using you. And then as you get older, now I could discard you and go get someone else who's naive again and play dumb with them like I haven't found the right person, even though I had a lot of time to find and be around the right person. But really, I'm not going to change, and you think I'm going to change for you, but it's going to be the same. It's going to repeat itself, the pattern. And they're going to dumb that person down by comparing you to them and making them, always triangulating them, nothing ever being good enough. And it's all meant to dumb that person down so that person can always feel like they have to work on the relationship. But relationships shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't feel like you have to buy someone. Just like that friend, you know, backtracking with that friend, that Jezebel friend that I was with. She did all that commotion at that restaurant, right? Even though she said she was going to pay, and then she ended up paying half the bill because the manager brought it down. And I was like, I'm not going to pay. I'm going to let her be a Jezebel. And she invited me, and now she already went off. So I sat there and just waited for her to finish, because I'm like, at this point, she already embarrassed us. So I'm just going to let her finish off the embarrassment. I was like, after this, I'm done with her, right? And then, because I felt like we were going back and forth, you know, I did something for her, she did something for me, but she didn't really want to do it for me because now she's trying to get the half off, and then she wanted me to do something again, and the next time I was like, nah, I'm good, because I already had that memory of what she did. And then she said to me, she goes, you know, if we're gonna be friends, we don't have to like go tit for tat, because she started to see that I only give as much as she give. And I was doing it on purpose, right? Just because I'm testing her out as a friend. I'm just testing her out. I'm gonna keep trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. And then once she said to me, you know, she's like, yeah, we don't have to go tit for tat, you know, if we're friends, like, we don't have to keep track of what we do for one another. That's what she said, because she sensed that that's what I was doing, because I never told her that's what I was doing, but I would be like, I'm not going to answer her call. I'm not going to go out somewhere and invest in somebody else, or she's inviting me to something to invest in her business. I'm like, I'm not investing in your business because you're not invested in my business. Like, that's just straight up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we don't have to count what we do for one another. We just do stuff. When she said that to me, I was like, she knows. She's keeping track. I was keeping track, but I didn't tell her I was keeping track. I was playing dumb. You got to play dumb with them. I was playing dumb the whole time, but I was keeping track. 100% keeping track. And I said to myself, narcissists always want you to give more into them. That's one thing I learned about them. They're always going to want more. So when she said that to me, I was like, red flag. I'm like, she's mad because she knows that we're going back and forth and she doesn't want an equal friendship. And that's when we separated. And that's why I can't be around Jezebel spirits, because they're weird. And they want, and the only women that like to be around Jezebel spirits are the ones that worship them, that are lesbians, obsessed with them, and are attracted to them. Or they feel like they're using the Jezebel spirit to make themselves more attractive. They feel like, oh, if I hang around her, we're all baddies. Girl, bye, you're trash. All of you, trash, basura. So you got to play dumb. I played dumb. I never told her I was keeping track. So when she said that to me, I was like, oh yeah, it's a wrap. So sorry, you guys. I wrote some notes, but I honestly, I didn't use none of my notes. I just been talking. And I'm like, what the hell? Because this was something that was on my mind this morning. I'll be posting this video this afternoon. But this morning, just the playing dumb thing was on my mind, because I'm like, dealing with narcissists is so touchy. Because you literally can't live life without dealing with these people. And I'm someone who's very patient, and I come across situations where I'm being patient with narcissistic people and acting calmly, so they know they can't go into rage, because I'm not giving them that energy. They want to go into rage with me, but because I'm so calm and concerned, I give them that feeling of concern. It's like they're mad, because they're like, oh, bitch, you should have had an attitude with me already, so that I could snap on you and then try to get my way. And then when I'm explaining things to them calmly, they keep saying the same thing over and over and over again to try to get me to feed into their delusion, which is crazy. This is why I think these people are not mentally stable. I think something not wired in their brain, like because sometimes they even, sometimes they feel so invincible that they really believe everyone's dumb, and they can't even tell the difference between someone who's very aware. And then it's like sometimes it takes them so long to figure you out. It's like they're studying you to try to figure you out. But when I come across narcissists, I don't have to study them to figure them out. I know that they're a narcissist right away. Like, as soon as I make eye contact with them, I could just tell right away. Like, I don't need to talk to them, nothing. So I understand now, as I get older, why certain people tell people right away, hey, that person's not good for you, because you make eye contact, or your parents meet the narcissist and they're like, we don't like this motherfucker, right away. And you could just tell Their energy, it's the way they walk, it's the way their eyes start shifting, it's the way they squint their eyes, they shrivel up their nose, it's the way that, you'll say good morning to them or something, and then they won't say nothing back. And then when they want to get their way, or where they're trying to play games with you, now they want to talk, but you were just mute a second ago. Their energy is always very telling. And then sometimes, of course, they can come off really charming, really nice, and act like they know you and they don't want no problems. But you can still tell because there's too much arrogance. Too much arrogance. You're like, nah, it's too much arrogance. And it's not like arrogance like we're sitting here playing around, messing around, but we're not really assholes. It's like everybody else is playing around like assholes, and the narcissist is really an asshole. And it's like, we not really assholes. We really just acting this way because we're mimicking you. Your joke's on you. And that's why when narcissists are around certain people, they'll act like they're the victim. Even in groups, sometimes they'll act like they're the victim if they're not in a position of power in that group. But the reason everybody in that group even spotted you is because they already know you don't have emotions. You be with the bullshit. Now, if the narcissist is controlling the group, that's a different story. Because they're not gonna come off as the victim. They're gonna come off as, my friends do what I say. My friends act bad just like me. They lie for me. They don't say when I'm in the wrong. They don't care because they be doing the same shit that I be doing. You could tell their energy right away. Some of them, like I said, they can come off nice. And that's why you always have to play dumb. Playing dumb doesn't mean you can't be yourself. It doesn't mean that when people are having conversations, you can't have conversations, because I have conversations with a lot of good empaths where I just come across empaths and we we'll talk, but they're not interrogating me, right? So we'll be talking about things, movies, hobbies, things like that, things that are meaningless, but, might have some meaning. But it's not interrogating. It's like during the whole conversation, they didn't even ask me anything personal. I didn't ask them anything personal. I didn't sit there and ask them about their parents. Hey, I've had narcissists where they're asking me about my family, and I'm like, what the fuck do you want to know about my family? Like, that's just weird, right? Because a lot of times they're playing dumb with you, but they're sneaking up on certain subjects to gather up data on you. And that's why you have to be careful. And sometimes, you could choose to say, hey, I don't want to answer that. And sometimes you'll see that most narcissists, they're okay that you have boundaries. They're like, oh, this motherfucker. They'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked that. You're right. They know they're wrong. Sometimes they're like, oh, you're right, I shouldn't have asked that. They're like desperate for energy. They're like demons. They're like, oh, I'm sorry for that. And sometimes, they'll make it seem like, oh, you can't tell me, you'll try to bully you. Oh, I told you my age, why you can't tell me yours? You know what I'm saying? They'll sit there and gives information about themselves to get you to give information about yourself. Sometimes I even lie. I play dumb. I just lie, because sometimes you have to know, okay, sometimes you could tell, oh, I don't feel comfortable, right? And certain narcissists are understanding, but certain narcissists, if you don't give them any feedback, they become very angry, envious, and just reckless, so certain moments, sometimes, they say personal things. Sometimes I give them the little white lies because it's none of their business. I'm like, oh, sometimes they'll say, oh, you're single, huh? I could tell, like, your energy is giving single. Oh, you're a single parent. Are you married? Oh, you're not married? Yeah, I'm married. Yeah, I got kids. Yeah, I'm engaged. Yeah, I'm happy in my relationship. Yeah, I'm close to my family. They're trying to figure out what traumas you got. Sometimes you just gotta lie to them. Because they're vampires. You gotta lie to the vampire sometimes. Not all the time, because what do you have to hide? You ain't got nothing to hide. They're the ones who got shit to hide. But sometimes it's just none of their business. And you wanna play dumb and get out of sight. That's what you wanna do. So that's one of the most important things about playing dumb. It's so that you can get out of sight. The whole thing with playing dumb with a zombie is that you're trying to get out of there so they won't eat you, so they won't take energy from you. So narcissists, they don't need you to bring awareness to their toxic behavior. Imagine all the times you'd have told the narcissist what they were doing to you and they didn't care. Family, friends, relationships, they did not give a damn. They didn't care that you were in pain when they left. They didn't care what they were doing. The narcissists got to the point where they didn't respond to your texts or your calls or your pleas. They didn't care. They even told you they didn't care. They even told you, hey, don't call me. I'm with the new supply now. Don't call me. I don't want to talk, right? When you see that they don't care, you could be in your deathbed and you're like, hey, why would you leave me now that I'm sick? I don't care that you're sick. I'm not your caregiver. Life happens. People break up all the time. Right? That's how they talk to you. You plead with them for years. You told them how much they hurt you. They did not care. That's why you got to play dumb when you come across narcissistic people in any place, job field, in any place that you're around these type of people. You have to play dumb because they don't care about you explaining yourself. They don't care about you calling them out on their toxic behavior because they're already aware of who they are and who you are. And like the narcissist told me, you're not gonna win. You do not win with these people. There's nothing. They already got something set in their mind. It just happened to be you. It just happened to be you. You're like, oh, why me? It just happened to be you. It could have been anybody. It could have been anyone. It just happened to be you because they thought you were dumb. And you weren't dumb. You just weren't aware of these people. And now that you're aware of these people, you got to go back to playing. Now you got to play dumb. They thought you were dumb. Well, guess what? You weren't dumb. You're well aware of them now. And now guess what? You got to go back into hiding. You got to go play dumb. So, I hope that this message, you guys, was helpful. I guess I didn't use none of these notes. I'm just not one of those people. I tried. I'm just someone that just speaks from the heart. So I hope that this message, you guys, was helpful. I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace in your healing. And let me know in the comments. Let me know your experiences with these narcissists, and if what I'm saying is relatable, because I know I ain't crazy. They're crazy. So I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.